So now it's live. What? We're live? Damn. Are we alive? Yeah. What's up, my people? It's back again. It's bubbainmotion. No, no. That's too much. And let me first take my coffee. You can see it's like a good coffee. Yeah. And the time is 8:31 a.m. I mean, people are just waking up. So you should name it like a morning stream. Nah, Sunday service. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, but now I can change it later. So now I just tell you Sunday. I mean, in Kenyan time, because right now it's in Kenya and it's actually 8:30 a.m. I mean, who goes to church first? Because that's where everybody now goes. Like they tell you, hey, you either go to church or like you get cast. That's what they say. Or the demons will like follow you every day of your life. And then I'm like, sure, wait, but what happens to the other days that you're not going to church? You're even more freer that time compared to now when they tell you, okay, go to church. I need to close this window. There's so much happening. Must first sip of my coffee. Then I go and close my window. I need to be so powerful. Oh shit. I need to be so powerful that every single day you guys would be going. You'll even like put a schedule on your time so that you can go and go against me. Just for the full day. It will even be named after me. It will be like my full day, right? The same way you guys go to church. One day to go and fight against one person. That will be me, right? I mean, it makes sense. Measure them. You either be the one being praised, be the one who's so crazy, who's so far gone that they know every single day they must go and they must have you in the head and they must also create different names in different languages in your own little psyche. Oh, I forgot to put this line down too. Enjoy the views. Look at the setup too. Perfect. Perfect. I mean, like filming this shirt or this coffee. Not going to get cold. It's hot. It's the perfect temperature now. This is how I wish my coffee would be every single day, every single time. The temperature should remain that Celsius. I don't know. If I had at the moment, I would dip it in, but it will contaminate my coffee. Now, like if we're talking about the topic of contamination, then that means you had dipped it like somewhere else. And now this other now liquid that you're putting in to measure the temperature, Celsius, it will contaminate even if it's water. But now it can't be because you make coffee with water. brew water, or just make coffee and water, or just put water, make coffee, or just, I don't know. No. Those are the different things that you can play around with each single day now for you to come up with one big plan. You see, this this blue, this blue, right, matches with the blue here somewhere, and this black matches with this black, and this cologne bottle here matches with the wall. I bet you didn't even see it. And the red matches with the red on top and bottom, and the skin color too matches with everything, right? And now the light, even the shadow here. Oh yeah. Oh, this is the wall. Oh, is this shit inverted or what? Oh, this is my left hand. This is my right hand. Oh, it's not inverted. Should it be inverted? Should I invert it? Nah, it looks good. Yeah, because if you are in front here, you should see me because this is where the closet is the wall. Oh yeah, you can even see it's running straight up. This is the wall. This is the other thing. And that is my coffin. That is done. So I had done like a stream earlier, and it was so crazy because I didn't finish the stream, or rather, the stream ended in the process of me just doing what I do regularly, which is here, me coming up, doing like some small things here and there, so that now it's just my watch here on fast, and I turn it on. You see, that's the time that I was saying. It's still early. It's the earliest now. This is like the morning show. Instead of you going to worship that God of yours, you should come here and worship me. It's like I'm a God, right? Someone is going to stand at the altar and preach for you something. Well, it's still the same. May I sit here, we'll make stories, I'll even read the bullshit that you're telling me, even like play with each other's mind. While you are speaking on that side and speaking on this side, which is better? You compare and contrast that. Now leave that one aside. This is more important. So yeah, today I had the topic of literally nothing because I don't even know like what this whole process should be. Because now, take an example of like a light bulb, right? He doesn't know that it is either on or off, right? Yeah, that blue it looks crazy. Or when it's off, nah, it looks like a dungeon or so. I don't want to put it off. So yeah, it's so much better. Is it? The ISO is crazy. Bro, the world is not visible. Let me play around with the filters here a bit. It's the contrast. Is it the contrast? Oof, that's crazy. If I was a beginner, I would leave it that way, but for the sake of my eyes and for the sake of editing, that's pro. Look at that. And it's just a simple camera. I don't know, even megapixel 50 megapixel. Oh yeah, but the one that he's using now to film the videos for long should be around. If I'm using the Pro, probably around 12. I'm talking now about the cameras. We came out from bulb to cameras. Now it's action. Ah, right? I mean, I just feel free like when you're just doing these small things that make sense. Once like you capture the whole thing of it. I mean, it doesn't even make sense at first, but if you put into like consideration of, okay, I have this small project here, and then there's some gaps in it that I need to fill, but still remember, so have to enjoy myself in the process of me doing it. I look darker. Yeah, looks darker a bit. Perfect. It's a perfect, like a perfect stranger. That video is fire. Shit. Okay, today I have no topic, so I need us to create something, and it will. I will now remake like because there's a stream I did about music, but now I stream the whole shit without the actual audio. Imagine it's a music shit, but now it has no audio. I'm like, it doesn't even make sense. Even the songs that I created there, I didn't get to play them. I mean, I played them, but they weren't audible like the human ear because, and it's crazy because I didn't still record the stream that time. So now let me record it now. I just remember that. And let us create some AI music. I'm going to show you from the prompt to the scripting to the mixing to the downloading to sending it anywhere and to add in the lyrics, the visuals, everything that you need with only AI music. Okay, let's go. We're going, first of all, we go to chat GPT. Okay, let me first mirror the screen here so that you can see what I'm doing. It's called bear with me, bear with me, bear with me, bear with me. Nice. So now that's it. And now you don't want to see me because I said I'm going to teach you how to make money. Right? I didn't say that, but you can put it that way. And I've come to realize that when I export these videos in like small form, they don't actually export it that way. So I've come to realize that I need two cameras. Not need. The setup needs two cameras. One to record the actual self because of after or pre-production of it. And okay, before we do that, let's first see the Google even has been sponsored by the FIFA. This one now teaches you now everything, right? Oh shit, this is how the full match went. World Cup, this is the third place playoff. These ones are the semis, the France and Spain, England and Argentina. These are the final predictions now. These are the knockouts. Oh, okay. Spain and Argentina. Wait. So these are the semis. So what about the finals? Let me look for it. Today are the finals of the World Cup. Spain and Argentina. Yeah, I don't care that much, but that's a good shit. Let's now create some AI music now. Come to ChatGPT, right? You need to create AI music. So we will need a prompt. And with that, we're going to use ChatGPT. So now I come here. I tell you, I mostly like to use my voice to voice out to the AI, but I'm using the mic here, so I don't want it to interrupt me. Let me say, hey. I mean, see how courtesy works, right? I'm even saying hi to the AI. Hey, I'm becoming a rhyming person. Hey, I need us to create. No, 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 no. Let me start. I need a music genre first, right? So let me come here. My wheel spinner. And let us pick like a random name or a random alphabet so that we can create that amazing sound that you actually need, right? Yeah. Let us see here. Okay. Let me random wheel spinner for alphabet. Yeah. Let's take a random alphabet, and I need this video to be so quick, be the most quickest video tutorial that I've ever done, because this is like a recap or something. I don't want it to dwell on these things so much. So you can just play off with it. I mean, you have seen my channel. This is my YouTube channel. Let's confirm it if I'm live. And you can see I've been streaming every single day. I mean, you need to tune in. But now, before I stream, I make sure I'm not going to show you my content, but you need to go check that one out. Okay, let's come here to A to Z random wheel generator. This is the perfect one. So now we come here. Let's see what it gives us. Spin, 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 spin. Oh shit. That sound is amazing. It takes you to a whole different frequency. Let's see. D. Okay, let's go here. What music genre starts with the letter G? G. I don't even know. Gospel. Oh, today's Sunday. They're going to make a gospel. I mean, gospel just gangster rap, G-funk, grime, gospel rap. Is now the full suggestions here. G-com is especially worth exploring if you're interested in African music. It originated from Durban, South Africa, and is also known for its dark, minimalist, bass-heavy sound that has influenced dance music. Well, okay, ChatGPT actually suggests one for us. So, but because today is on a Sunday, let's make a gospel, right? Yeah, that makes sense. So let's go and pick the gospel here. Okay, let's create one of these. Suggest topics for this genre first before the final Suno AI prompt. So yeah, what did this thing say? The Wi-Fi is still on. I know why it's playing with me. It should generate everything perfectly. You see, I'm saying I lack content most of the time, so this is what I do. Or just want stories every single time because that's what I'm good at. But this one is just extra, like, because for a long time I wanted like to make just tutorial videos, like a channel fully or actually separate only for tutorials alone. But I've come to realize like I can just stream and then clip them. But hey, clipping is crazy, man. Editing is, I don't like to say it's hard, but it's so time consuming that it keeps you like you must be there fast. Like you must edit because you're the one who did this shit. You must know how to do it. I mean, this thing is taking so much time. I can just create a new chat here. This chat thinks it will keep us in check here every single time. Let's see now. What's the problem? Ah, I knew the problem was the chat. So yeah, that's a tip. Number one. You can switch up now the charts so that everything can be faster. Again, I say this is a very fucking quick tutorial. Breath. Open encouragement, testimony, healing, victory, gratitude. I mean, we need to thank the Almighty. I'm the Almighty now because I'm showing you. I'm the God. I mean, I have the knowledge. So you go to church to pray or come and pray on my YouTube channel. I don't need your praying. Just pray by liking, subscribing. Just pray by. Don't give up, which is crazy. So today we're going to make one thing. Let's pick some viral emotional concept. These tend to connect because they tell a story rather than just repeat praise. I almost gave up. My tears became a testament. What tears? Okay, let's pick one thing. We can make a victory. Yeah, we can make. Let's pick this one. Victory. I copy that and put in brackets. No fear anymore. More than a conqueror. I mean, that one sounds familiar. I don't know. And then I tell it this. Now it will first analyze every topic of that. Excellent choice. It gives me everything powerful. I don't like the structure that it sent back. So send it back to it. I just wanted it to like to give me to have an understanding of what it gave me. So this one is already a complete prompt. From this one, you can take it and put it anywhere you want, but there's some things that is missing on the style of the prompt. You know, like as someone who learned music production, which was actually a waste of time because I used to program drums directly one by one. Hey, being broke is crazy. I thought now that in like 8 years, bro, I'll be producing the best music. And it was so crazy because the time was so limited. But now the amount of music that was supposed to be produced that time was so much. And I was doing it manually. Imagine making the melody, the drums, mixing, mastering, producing. I mean, that's producing. And actually sending out. Oh shit. This shit ended. Oh no. Let me see that. Is the torch went off? Let me put it on here that it makes sense now. At least you don't see my black eyes there looking a bit tough. I mean, I've seen my setup right now. There's nothing to hide. This is how I connect my phone to the laptop. Oh, I should do a tutorial with that too. But I can just explain it to you. Okay, go to video.ninja something, right? Yeah, it's video.ninja and then create a link. Take that link, send it to WhatsApp on your number on the phone because install WhatsApp on the laptop and then send the link to your WhatsApp, your own number, and now open the link on your phone and just start. Use the phone as the camera. That's it. Now come here, adjust your settings. Come to OBS Studio. You want to stream your laptop and the phone. And that's it. They'll just automatically connect. And now you can take that channel, put it in OBS Studio, create it as a video, as a browser source, copy the link of that from the laptop, post it here. I mean, I'm just saying this verbally, so it might confuse. Go to YouTube and check tutorial. So yeah, let's finish this thing. The letter P, D, D. I don't know what D is. Oh, that one we played it off. Okay, I was coming here to correct this prompt because I don't like it. I like my music to be bass heavy with a clear vocal around 3000 to 5 to 6000 hertz. So yeah, let me tell it. I need you to improve the prompt to fit in the modern gospel style. Okay. The bass should be heavy and the vocals clear with sound with air on the 3000 to, let me put it 7K because the limit is actually 7,000. It's 10,000. When my music reaches 10,000 hertz, I don't care. I just cut it there and I cut it at 20 hertz. So now it just plays there. You can go and look at tutorials on YouTube. I'm not here to teach you music, but the topic of today is creating music with AI. Now this is the prompting part or the scripting. Now we are going to generate the lyrics too. Yeah, so let me tell it to 700 hertz. The lyrics with the bass heavy from 20 hertz, 20 kilohertz. I don't know, from 20 to the bass. The bass should be up to around 150. That's how I want my bass to be. Is it kilohertz or hertz? Let me confirm here. How much is 20? How much? Oh, how many hertz is the verb? Is it hertz or kilohertz? That's something that I want to confirm right this moment right now. What the fuck? Bro, what am I doing here? Frequency church. Let me see this shit. Statistics. What is this doing? It's telling. Oh, I said frequency chart instead of music frequency charts. You see, this is what I'm saying. This is what happens in the background now. A lot of things. So now you like have to deal with each one of them every single time. And you know you must be going to. You have to keep on going every single day, every single time. So the music note, the C starts at 16, the zero octave, that's 2. Yeah, probably that's good. Hertz. Hertz. Okay. Okay, the best tuning between 440, 432, 440, it's too high, which is why music nowadays is 440. It literally goes through any system so heavy that it controls the human subconsciously. I mean, you can hear like some noise in the background of the shit. That's probably the neighbor playing some morning devotion music because they just woke up and today it's church and that's we are praising here. So they're not interacting that because I've learned music, I know how to tune it and make the noise go away and now remain with the good thing that I want. Okay, this is the music frequency chart. I mean, there's a lot of that, a lot of things that goes into music. So yeah, it's a good thing that you learn because this is how the world works. You can argue all you want, but that's how it is. Yeah. So now, let me tell it, generate lyrics to in that topic in the style of, let me look for music, let me look for a gospel artist. Who is the best gospel artist in the world? Let us see here. Best music singer. Mahalia Jackson, CC Winans, Kirk Franklin, Donnie McClurkin. That one sounds nice. Donnie McClurkin. Let me pick that, copy that name. The style of Donnie McClurkins. Let me put it like that so that it can just radio ready. Yeah, that's good now. And radio ready. Okay, that's perfect. Now I just hit send. I told it to tell me to give me the lyrics too and everything. So now this is everything, production and mixing arrangement. It gives you everything that you need. The lyrics are here, more than a conqueror, everything. Okay, it ended. So now this is everything that you need. Okay, I needed it to be summarized into one. Okay, it's not bad, but this prompt is too much. Shorten and summarize the prompt less than 1,000 to fit into Suno AI style prompt section. Okay, let me tell it to enhance the lyrics because the first try is always not good. So and enhance the prompt, the lyrics to put in that. What is the name of the artist again? Dirk McClure? I don't know. Let me see. It's here. Where's my prompt? It's here. It's called Donnie McClurkin. In the style of, you must repeat it. Donnie McClurkin. In that tone of, yeah, McClurkin. You can research on YouTube to get the perfect tuning for it. Okay. In case of any, in case, is it? In case of any question, ask first. Now it generate the, now you can see generating everything. For sure. You see, it even like went on YouTube and researched about Donnie McClurkin. on the specific style or cadence. Closely, closely imitates. I can't, however, write the lyrics in. Okay. One question before you generate the. You see, because I asked it like, in case of any question, ask first. And now it came here. One question before I generate the lyrics. You want the lyrics to be explicitly biblical with reference to major passage like, what do you want them to say in the verse now? Mentioning God. Um, mm, I don't know. Let me tell it to help me with help me with the toys. Be the best judge. You know you must massage because yeah, yeah, it must. It's here is one. Okay, it gives me the whole crazy paragraph. Okay, it even okay. Use lines such as when my strength was gone, your mercy lifted. Okay, recommended traditional style. Nice. Now the prompt style and the lyrics in a simple copy and paste, considering sooner AI software recall, right? I don't know what it's doing. This shit is crazy. Oh, this is it. It might generate me some bullshit, but at times, let me stop it. It can't even stop, okay? Let me reload the whole site first. Because I don't know. That's how it is. So yeah, that's me. That's why we waste so much time on AI. Just scroll down here, now just copy it and paste there. Then now it generates everything. You see that? It will generate in like less than 2 minutes. Let's see. I don't know why it's taking so much time. I should like consider like opening another chat. Okay, it gave me everything here. Yeah. So I can just copy this, right? Open it in another chat, paste it, and then I tell it, generate me the lyrics and summarize the prompt. And yeah, summarize the prompt less than 1,000. It will just know. So now it will think for a second there, and then as it's thinking, just here. So wait, there was something that I was supposed to do. Nothing. So yeah, I think this shit is taking a bit of a time, so just have to bear with my ugly face here as we wait for it to respond because it's like it wants caressing to somehow. Yeah. So that's the basics of streaming and doing this shit. So much time taken, and you know this is like free version too. So I just come here, do everything that I want, and it gives us the best of the best now. It's crazy amazing. Look at that. Look at fucking that, bro. But now, this shit is just going on like every day, every day. Like most of the time I'm always free, but if I get the time, like, I just stream everything every single day. Because it might be challenging at at first, but it's never challenging. Like you just need to put on the camera and that's it. So let me put on my M-Pesa number there. 90792403785. That's my number. I repeat again. 0792403785. The stream is live now. And I've seen people ask, oh, you stream like which which site or which app do you stream in? I'm like, you really want to know where I stream at? Okay, YouTube. YouTube. At first, I was streaming at Twitch. The first videos or the first clips that I made, I was streaming on YouTube, on Twitch. I mean, but now it reached a point. It was so hard, like to move them from Twitch and to YouTube and to edit them. Like it took me like 3 processes to set that thing up, and then also like to clip it or to put it into short form content and finally upload it into these other platforms. And put in mind I'm doing it all along, and I have like a time frame of 24 hours. If that's like something new before the stream, I have 24 hours. But that 24 hours, I have to go live, do all this, and I'm alone. So I was like, nah, this shit doesn't make sense. What if, instead of just recording it, I just stream directly so that even when the stream ends, the stream is still there, instead of me like recording a 2-hour video and then coming and edit it later and still post it to YouTube in 4K, bro. You'll have to, unless you have a crazy CPU and time, that's it. But now streaming, you just stream, everything is just there, right? You don't need anything after. So I was like, that's a good idea. So what if I just stream every day? Like everything, if I want to do anything and I want it on the internet, unless if I'm outside, right? Unless if something quick, or I'm like, oh shit, this shit is good. Let me just record it before going live. And but yeah, there's some limitations before you can actually stream on the phone, but on the PC, there's some ways, right? You can overcome it here and there, some tricks. They're not even tricks, they're just free things. So you just like, there are free softwares for you to stream on any platform that has limitation, because all of them have limitations. But now just learn the tricks there. Now to overcome everything, connect this and that. It might be a long process at first, but once now you start streaming every single day, and now you even create like templates onto it, which is so amazing. It makes so much sense and crazy time. You see now, yeah. So now the prompt is done now here. So I just come and place this one here. This is how, yeah. So this is everything that is needed. So we have the style prompt here, 76 BPM. BPM means beats per minute. The song is on G major. Of course, it's a gospel song. They say G major is happy, right? And minor is sad, major is happy. But that's not the case. Major is actually more sad than minor, because minor has the bitter sweetness, right? That bitter sweetness that you feel. Yeah, that's how it is. And the song is in 4/4, of course. The official time is like 1, 2, 3, 4, depending on the BPM, beats per minute. If it's 76 beats per minute, that means counting in 4/4. Each beat, you count each like 1, 2, 3, 4, considering that's your like tempo. Tempo is 76 beats per minute. Like if it's like 1 beat per minute, that's 60. But 76, do the math. Okay, we have the Sonar style prompt here, and that doesn't character, of course. blah blah blah. It gives you the theme, God's and loving grace, everything. Title, you never let go. It changed the title, but we work with that still, right? It has everything here. It has a lot of hallelujahs and Christ shed. Okay, let me just tell it to but I'm the Christ still. Jesus. Hey, who is it praising? Change the lyrics to just overall workings of the universe instead of praising a character in denial. Now it's doing that. You come here sooner to generate. Suno is the software that I'll be using to generate the music, which is actually free, but it also has a paid plan if you need like to be serious in your craft and shit. But now, like for the first entrance, it gives you so much freedom to play around with them, and you come for the one that is glowing here, not the one that is sponsored, because that's just someone who put the link there. And this is the lyrics that it did. You see, now at least now we can work with this one. So now for the start of this thing, this is the title. Come and copy the title there. Copy the title, come to Suno, let it finish loading. Right. Everything is good. It has finished. This is the interface that it gives you, right? So now just come on the left side, hit create there. Now you wait for it to load. It depends on how fast your PC is before it moves actually. So now this is now the place that it opens after. So now you see there's the lyrics, there's the style, there's more options here. You can create them. Then there's the song title down here. So now I just paste that title that I put there. Now I come here. You see this is the style section, right? And I come back to ChatGPT and I copy the style here. Copy is Control C on Windows. Pasting is Control V, or you can just do it however you want. Now I come here to the lyrics section. I come here and copy. Don't worry about if you have to copy the intro, the verse. Just copy the whole thing, because this is oh, I should copy the second one. Yeah, at least copy the second one here. Control V, paste, copy, Control C, paste, Control V. Now you can even come here and put the vocal gender, male or female. We start with the male voice first. But now, that's everything that you need here. Now hit create down here. Just it loads. You can see it takes a bit of a time here. Now it's still loading. Now when it's loading, you can do anything that you want, right? But now my coffee just ended, so I'm not going to drink any coffee for this time. Yeah, it generates, and you can see there our music. It generates 2 songs first, and you can see that's it. So now let's first listen to the first song that is created here. So you just come and play here, right? Just hit it like that.
When the night grew cold, the stars remained. Silent patterns calling out my name. Every step became another sign. Life was shaping me with perfect time.
Let's play the second one. The intro is fun. It's a long ass intro, but I like it.
When the night grew cold, the stars remained. Silent patterns calling out my name. Every step became another sign. Life was shaping me with perfect time. I was searching for a distant place, running circles through the same mistake. Every ending opened up a door, showing me what mattered even more. Mountains rise and rivers always flow. Every season teaches what to know. Nothing stays and nothing disappears.
Okay. I like the first one more. Right. Just download it. Just hit on the three buttons here. Let me lower the volume. So to download it, you just hit the three buttons here. Wait for it. If you can't still download it, you wait like for the song to finish loading. You can see here it's still loading. Right. So now we can't create it. We can't download. So just increase the volume.
Searching for a distant place, running circles through the same mistakes. Every ending opened up a door, showing me what mattered even more. Mountains rise and rivers always flow. Every season teaches what to know. Nothing stays and nothing disappears. Everything becomes through passing years. Every fall became a chance to rise. Every loss revealed another light. Though I couldn't see the road ahead, something deeper pulled me. It was always gravity pulling every stone. Tallest trees continue growing. Every scar becomes another map, leading me beyond the looking glass. Even chaos has a hidden song. Broken moments teach us to be. Keeps changing everything. It was always we are echoes of exploding stars, carried by the light of who we are. Every atom dancing in its place, bound together through the laws of space. Nothing borrowed, nothing truly mine. Everything connected through all time. From the smallest seed to galaxies, life unfolds in quiet harmonies. It was always there. Trees growing everywhere. Every changing tide. Every soul is learning how to rise. It was always there. The rhythm that we share. Tomorrow calls me into view. I keep becoming something new. Carry on. Carry on. Through the dark, find the light. Life goes on. Life goes on.
Perfect song. Beautiful. Beautiful scenes there. You just pause that on the first song. Just hit the 3 dots there and download it. If you have Pro, you can download it as wave audio. If you need mixing, mastering, or whatever effects you want to add after. But now for this case, I just hit MP3 audio and get stems here. Like you can get the bass, you can get the vocals, you can get the melody, you can get anything that you want. The chords. For video, you can get the video too, but now I'll just hit MP3 audio download it into my device, hit download anyway. It comes, it's free. That's what I'm saying. Here it's on the free zone. This is a free place. So now that one is good now. It is downloading, preparing your MP3. This may take a few seconds, right? That's what it says. And once it's done, you'll see now it's asking me where to save it. Just come here and save it on my folder here. And I hit. It takes less than seconds for it to download. You can see now here it has downloaded there. So now the next thing is we want us to generate the visuals for the song. Now we first generated the prompt from ChatGPT and the scripting and everything. We pasted it into Suno AI for the actual song. Now for the visuals part, this is the most tricky part if you don't get it fast. You can either generate it as lyrics audio, of course, that's the most common one, or generate it with other things that you want. But now for this case, I want us to generate a good lyric video, right? Something that you can just, some worship vibe. I mean, that's how it is. So we're still going back to the same prompt here in ChatGPT, and we will ask it. Okay, we go to the prompt that I used here. That I put it here, and I just come here and scroll. I scroll. I need to get the name more. The name of that artist, so that it's called Donny McClurkin, something like that. And now we come here to the modern gospel. Let me close this sidebar. Now just put brackets, paste his name, then say for this artist, what are the most common cover art in his style of music? I need one style prompt to generate his music cover art style. Send the prompt in a script form. I don't want it to send me. Oh shit, how did I write form? Who knows? Who cares? I'll talk generally, okay? So, okay. Now we have the prompt there. I don't even need to do anything. Again, now here there are many sites where you can download free images, right? First of all, I like to use the free one. Just come and Google Flow. Just write Flow on your Google anywhere, and now it comes and opens up here. Just hit the first link that you see there. Click that. Now come to Google Flow, and this is the window that you're dealt with. If you haven't signed in, you can sign in here. You can see me, I already signed in. So it's not going like to ask for anything else. So you sign in and it gives you 50 Google Flow credits when you first sign in. So you come here and hit generate project, right? For a new project. You can see these are my projects that I had done before or earlier, and just hit new project here. Once you hit that, it will open a new window here. You can come. This looks too plain. Now just come here, use here the plus sign. You can see how this thing is, right? You can come here to video and change it to image. The aspect ratio, I need it to be, if you want like short form content, like for phone viewing or TikTok, you can use the 9:16. You want for Instagram, you can use the 1:1. You want for YouTube and other long form content platforms, is by 16:9. And you can see they are generating will use 0 credit. So this is a free software. Paste in the link there, this prompt, I mean, and now I hit that one. This one link, this one side. It looks like flow is not getting me right. So paste it and generate again. You can just delete this one. Okay, Google Flow refuse. So now we move on. It will, you just close it and open it again, but we have no time for that. Just come here and hit and search for Gemini. Nowadays there are very good photos of Gemini that you can use. Come here and search Gemini, and it's free completely. Come and search Gemini here. Wait for it to load up fast. Oof, they upgraded the displays. The mic is yours. Oh, they're using like the Gemini music shade. So you just come here on the sidebar, right? Now I just like to hit the plus sign there. They come here on create image. That's it. You can, if you want to choose something else here, you can choose, but I want it to follow my prompt only. So I paste that one there and I hit generate, and now you see that it's generating the shade. It's supposed to, of course. It's not going to let you down. So that you just hit it there. Now let's see what the outcome is. Look at that. Nice. That one looks good. That's only Gemini alone. That's what I'm going to use for this video, right? There are no constraints. Did it put 16:9? Wait, let me see here. It didn't put 16:9. This is not 16:9. So just copy the prompt there, and at the end, put brackets. And I tell it, hey, make this one 16:9, the YouTube aspect ratio. And I hit generate again. I'll create your image there until it's finished. Don't worry about the watermark here because it always puts watermark. I'll show you. There are free sites to remove the watermark online. Look at that. It's a beauty. Right? So you just download that. Just hit here, there's the download. When you finger your mouse on top there, you'll see the download. The download. Hey, download there. So now we no longer need Gemini. So we remove that so that our PC can be crazy. And now we come here and hit we want to remove the watermark. Just say watermark remover free, right? Most of them are free. I mean, nobody will pay to remove a watermark. But there's still another workflow to use when you are removing it with like CapCut, which is actually free too, but it takes a bit of a time. We just come here, we upload our image there. That's our image. Wants me to sign in. I'm not signing in shit. Now, this is it. You just paste your image there. You see it like generating a shade, telling you, hey, this is it. And now it tells you like, do this, show me the bars. Of course, it's a free site. It might also like ask you for some shit. All the new images, bars still. That's what it's doing now. So there's no bars. We verify that. Okay. Processing image, please wait. Yeah, that's how it is. It will process the image so that this is the image that we're going to use to turn it into a video visualizer, right? What the lyrics after everything. So now you can see watermark removed successfully here. And let's see, wait for it. You can look at the before. You see the watermark is there. And the after, there's no watermark, right? I mean, perfect. So you can come here and just download your image, save it back, and just name it. I know you can't see this because I didn't film it. You're just seeing me doing processes. They're not appearing like on the actual stream. So now, yeah, the watermark is removed. So now we have our image, we have everything. Now I need us to go and generate the lyrics right this moment. So I just come here, look for CapCut and hit open. I know my CapCut is a bit heavy on my PC, but that's how it is. That's why I chose it. It's faster, it's free, and I'm going to show you like how to overcome the pro version so that you can use like your assets for free, which is a bit something that is being slept on, but it actually works perfect for me. Just a little process here and there, but you get everything completely for free. So yeah, you have to do it if you really need, like, if you don't need to pay for anything, right? Yeah, so that's how it is. Wait for it to load. See, you can't see it right now, but I'm going to add it. I mean, that's it. It has opened here. Yeah. So these are the things that you go through, right? It's just many processes. But if you like pay for pro, which you can do like if you are really serious in these shades and you do like this one for your all the time thing, you can do it. Yeah, I recommend mostly pro. Yeah, but I'm going to show you how to overcome all that and use all the pro features for free. It's a bit tricky, not even tricky. You just need to follow this, and then that. Because that's how it is most of the time. I mean, there's nothing that you can get for free without actually putting in the work. It's just like life, right? Yeah, most of the time, that's what I do. When I'm just chilling, I don't even expect anything for free because free is not appreciated actually. Free is expensive. Somebody said that shit. Just something that you can just sleep on. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, this is not a, I don't want it to be a yap session, but I just catch myself sometimes like, yeah, because that's like some real shit. Sometimes you just need like real people to tell you like some real shit so that you can like figure it out later in your own processes because that's all it takes. I mean, if one person like gives you everything for free, now if you don't get it for free for the next time, now you'd be mad at that guy. And actually the guy is just dealing with their shit too. Like they don't even give a shit about you, but now you expect everything else there. Everybody is dealing with their shit actually. That's how it is, but it's not a motivational video, so I'm just waiting for CapCut to do his shit here as it loads everything. Bro, that shit has a lot of GPs, but once it's done, it will open. So I need to make this one as a quick yap session. This is the chance that I was waiting for. Look at that. That's my laptop. I want to show it there on stream. Because like most of the time when I'm just chilling here, it doesn't even need to make sense like of whatever I'm doing because I'm the one who is making it. So it takes zero to none time for me like to figure out what I'm supposed to do in the next second. But that one doesn't stop me like from doing other things that I need to in a way that it reaches a point that this shit just gets so crazy, so mad tacky that first you have to put in the work. And then after putting in the work, you must put in the tricks. After putting in the tricks, you must overcome some of the things that you overlook. And now, like once you mix all those processes together, there's nothing actually that makes sense. It's just, okay, this is what just I needed to do. Okay, I did it. What next? Nothing else. Okay, shit. So now that means like there's really nothing to do. And I'm like, shit. So that means like right now, if you need anything, oh, I, as I told you, this is my stream. So I can do anything that I want. I can even yawn in front of you. There's nothing you can do, right? Because you're on that other side, I'm on this side, I'm in the ground right now. I'm the one running it. I'm the one running in it. I'm the one running it. I'm the one running. I'm the one run. I'm the one. I I mean, you didn't see what happened there, but it made sense. I feel so good when I said that. I mean, right? It seems like it's something that you don't actually expect, but it just hits you like a thunderbolt. Like, and now you're like, shit, wait, what did he say? Like, I don't like his tone. I knew I didn't like it from the first time I heard him before I even saw him because you don't actually get to see someone until they open their mouth first, and then you're like, shit, I can judge you according like to the words that you use, according to everything. But you are a judge, though. Like, why don't you just experience and explore the moment, like without you putting like all those things involved there? And now it makes so much sense because now you get like to experience this whole new world of like something that you can't get when you're on this normal side, but you must first like put in the work. Which is, and by work, people think that when I say like put in work is like go and slash a whole forest. That's not the work I'm saying. I mean, you can still do that. That's still work. And don't confuse work with manual labor, right? I mean, that's how it is. It's not actually manual labor if you enjoy doing it. Let's say, for example, you are going to slash a whole bush and then you see a snake pop out, right? Now, the process now is now fun, right? You even need to slash more of it because you might decide to do the snake. Most of the people would kill it, most of them would eat it, most others will just take it, others will leave it away, others will quit the job and go away. So it depends on the side that you are in, right? I don't know why this thing is doing. Fuck. So yeah, that's how it is. So now it reaches a point like you don't even need to put in the work. The work is just there. Like you are the work, right? Because if you're not there, there's no work to put in. And when there's no work to put in, you are not there, right? I know it might come out like I knew that. You see now that's the reason I don't like him because he just said this, he said this, he doesn't get out where we want. And but as I'm saying, like you don't need like watch anything that I do. You just need to enjoy it. I mean, if it touches you, like there's nothing else to say, right? I mean, that's how it is most of the time. So you just figure out these things as you go along the way, like you're growing. But I don't actually think that you figure it out in the way. I feel like it's always here. You just need to tap into it. It doesn't matter what time you are doing, what time it is. It doesn't matter what place you are at, because if you are the work, right? You take yourself everywhere. So you don't need like to be tied to one thing. It's not like a studio. Right now, this streaming shit, you can actually carry just your camera and go on, travel all over the world with it. And we should come and pay you back. Not in the next, because these things take time, right? These things take time. I mean, that's what you wanted to hear, right? The things. But I'm not telling you what thing it is. It doesn't matter what thing it is. As I said, you can take this thing anywhere where you want. So now, it's you now, right? Okay, I have this thing here. This one looks like a beaker. What is a beaker? Something that can hold water, right? Or anything that can hold liquid. Yeah, you have one beaker on this side, and this other side you have none, right? So now, which part are you mostly considering, or which part are you seeing? Mostly, you don't see the part that is not there because it's invisible, or probably you have poor eyesight, or right. You see, these are the things that I'm saying that you can put in the work, like for you to try compare and contrast. That's the most popular thing that nowadays social media uses to hook you. Look at all the titles that are there. You can see, hey, you either get this or this, or get this because this one happened, or you have to get this so that this one can pop out. Or you don't know this because this one happens on this side, and then you're like, I don't need to know any of these things, right? So, like, what is happening here? I didn't even ask to know. I don't want to know, like, how to cut a potato in 5 minutes. So now you're putting time with the potato. Okay, get a potato in 5 minutes. Okay. I didn't ask for the time or for the potato, man. You just need to chill and have good vibes. Okay, how to pour water into a beaker. I don't need a beaker and water. Who said I need to drink water? I just need some, probably some wine or something. But you see, these are the things that I'm saying. It's so simple that they hook you. You're like, oh shit, I never thought I needed it. And now you come and look. Even this video might say, how to act white as a black person. I mean, this is not racist, but it is because I said it. Okay, racist, it is. Is it? It makes sense, but I mean, nobody cares at this point, right? You just need to be there because now someone put the thought of like racism in your head. So now, if you smell a bit of someone who's trying to sound contrasting or in any way, you are definitely a victim at it. So now you reach a point where like, okay, I really love how he talks, but still don't get like concept and ideas that he does. Is he mentally unstable or because it's the first thing that people assume, considering like this whole thing, you're all like tied up to your imagination. So you've been able like to look far beyond this thing. That doesn't even make sense to you or to something that because it's just like something that you never saw. You don't know that even it's there, right? I don't know why these cameras top doing its shit. Yeah, it's up now. Let me just put it in the best place where it belongs. Perfect. You see, this thing takes 0 to no time to load up, which is crazy. I don't know why this CapCut. This is supposed to be a tutorial video, but I know I went over the charts, right? It's a bit crazy though, but nobody cares. That's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't matter what we are doing. I still get to enjoy the moment. Look at that heart. You see that heart right there? I don't know who gave me that design idea, but it looks fire though, right? You can tell even by this thing here, and I barely move it. It remained there for like I don't know how many days, and it's like Rubik's cube here. It's a Rubik's cube. It's not a green screen. You know, some people might say it's a green screen, but you can tell it's a Rubik's cube, right? You can turn it over and do whatever you want with it. It's the basics. It's the basics here, right? Yeah. But now the design there makes sense. Probably, but probably I moved it around. Now it's not there. And you can see it looks empty. It looks like a something that is not there, right? So I just put it there because it doesn't look like it needs any adjustments or whatsoever, but it's like it's supposed to be there. You see, just like people who are born and you're like, shit, this job fits you for real. Like you just needed that job, like you are him, right? I know it makes no sense, but it makes a lot of sense too. So yeah, this one is supposed to rub you the wrong way because I know what I'm saying. Everything that I'm saying is supposed to affect you in a way so that now next time you can at least not use your brain. Because if you don't use your brain, like you're just there, you even create more. But if you're using your brain, because now you're trapped into this atmosphere of intelligence and you have to be right, like me right now, the best thing that I do or I did was to unlearn everything that I do so that new information can come in. How do I unlearn this? I don't know. I just unlearn, right? It's just like saying, okay, someone told me if I need like to put something down, I must put it and wait for the knocking sound. But now I can even throw it, right? I mean, it depends on what it is. So you also measure, use your logic to somehow to like go and contrast. Again, I just said it's contrast of these things now. It's like you contrast between one idea and the other idea, and now put it in place that you can come and rewind everything back and then learn. Is the first step like to achieving what people call greatness. But I don't think there's actually greatness because this is something that you do every single day. That is like a ladder, right? But if you say, okay, I've achieved something, now I'm great. Okay, what's beyond that greatness? What has the greatness produced? Oh, if you remain at that greatness, you no longer be great. And you see, this shit is moving. They say that the earth revolves at a speed of 1 million or 10 million. I don't know. Some crazy facts there, right? Let me Google this. Let me Google this. Let me put it that there. What speed does the Earth rotate? What speed does the Earth rotate? It's searching Earth rotation. Speed is about 1,674 kilometers per hour. 1,040.6. Okay. 462 meters per second. Okay. That's crazy. 1,000. Shit. And a car goes like 120 and you feel like it's moving like crazy. So the facts now. Look at this. Oh shit. I never knew I did it. I needed like to open Wikipedia, like to learn about the Earth and the solar system. And how many days? How? Wait, talking about the Earth, what about the moon? Let me look at facts about the moon. I mean, it might be crazy. Such facts about the moon. National Arts. Who is this? Someone is called the moon? Doreen loves the moon. The massive NASA fact. But did the NASA actually go to the moon? Or like this just want me to imagine like the moon is carved like the earth or something and it's not saturated. It's BBW. Is it called BBW or BWB? BB. Ah, yeah. The moon is the only natural satellite on Earth. It orbits around the average Earth distance of, okay, roughly 30 times the width. Okay. And the sun, so every 29.5 days. It's not 28 days. Okay, let me counter this. Let me counter this. Relation. orbits. It completely orbits. Let me see about the orbital period. The orbital period, also revolution period, is the amount of time a given astronomical object takes to complete one orbit round around another object. In astronomy, it usually applies in planets or asteroids. There was a time that they said that there's an asteroid that is coming to Earth and is going to like kill everybody. I don't know where, or it's still coming the next years, right? You see, these are the facts that they put in your head, and you're like, shit, the world is going to end now. Every single day, okay, the world is going to end. Can you sell me like your house for like $2 because the world is going to end? Probably that's the dynamics between paying rent, the landlords, and how they control you because they're telling you like, okay, before you die, give me this amount of money and I'll let you live here at my house or my space for as long as you keep on paying me every single day. So now you say that there's the time I reach and I'll stop paying you or what? Probably if the world ends. But when will it end? Probably it might end at the end of 28 days, you pay me. But I give you a period of like five more days for you to decide if you still stay here or wait for it to end on my end. Because I'm the one who created that atmosphere and shit. Okay, the orbit of Earth. Let's see here. Hey, there's so much math here. Oh, stupid. I didn't even finish campus for me to understand this whole thing. Okay, I was about to search. Does the Earth, the moon, the moon orbits in 29.5 days or 28 days? Let me see. This Wikipedia has so much sense. I never thought that I'll ever use Wikipedia. Let's see here. Um, Lunar glacier. What the fuck is that? Eclipse shape. Bro, facts about the moon. And you know, this someone who just like wrote everything about the moon. What is the moon even? What does the moon mean? Moon. I don't know. It sounds like something that I would say like when I don't want to talk loud. I'm like, hmm, hmm. Okay. Let's see. Wikipedia is a bit broad. Let me use Google to give me the precise answer. But if we are considering like February, because sometimes it has 28 and 29 days. So how does it count that? Let me see. In Feb, when it has 29 or 28 days. Copy that. It orbits in the Earth prograde direction and completes one revolution relative to the final equinox, and the fixed stars is about 27.3 days, typically a month, a tropical month. Okay, it has some facts. Okay, makes it 7 days to orbit the Earth. The moon takes 7 days to orbit the Earth, and the lunar phase cycle is about 29.5 days. The lunar cycle takes a little longer as the moon is. Okay, they cut off like at the hook so that you can continue reading and paying much for. So that now you can pay for. I mean, that makes sense. That's real. That's real information right there. As I'm saying, you can never be bored right now. You can just come here and search up random facts about anything. There was a time that I was searching about how the prostitution actually started, because it reached a point like I read the whole story that time. It's like one of the hidden books in the archives. It says that there was like so many people that the women now acted as the servants, like to the kings, only to the royal people, that they just came out there to hang out. And now the kings would like appoint them and look like at the best one of them. And now they'll come and they'll sleep with them. And now the beaches, that's a crazy word to use. Okay. The women, I mean, I'll use any word that I want. So yeah, and we call them the three of us. Okay, the three of us now, they will come and march so that the kings of the royal ones can pick them and sleep with them. And now within no time, they now found a way like to dominate them there. So now every time when the royals come, they don't need to strive for it. So they know, oh, he's obviously going to pick me, so that I don't need like to worry or work hard for my fitness, my name, everything. Now with that, they created like this whole army now of, okay, we eliminated this. With time now, they did that shit, and now it came to this whole murkiness of something. But now it reached a point that they said, no, 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 that's not going to happen. Now they regain back the power now. The ones who now like remained on that side, they always remain on that side. And it's like a written something that is there that makes sense too bad. The story was about something. I can't remember the title, but if based on the information that I gave you, you can just take it as a transcript and go and Google it, or I can just Google it right now. It was in which site? The site was something about the archives. Is it archives? Internet archives, right? Internet archives. Let me see here. Let me see what it is. Let me see how. There are so many stories here that I just read them anytime that I want to. Like there's no restraint or anything for it. So yeah. Wait. It hasn't loaded here. What's happening? Archive.org. Let me copy that. Paste it there. But it can't do its shit. Stop this whole nonsense of saying, oh, I don't want to load. But hey, this shit, the net, oh, it is temporarily offline. Oh, oh shit, they banned it. I knew it. I knew the information wasn't available for the general public. So yeah, go blame the Internet Archives. That's where the story is. So that's how it is. So now, as I was saying, like this thing makes sense as much as how logical you are, right? How logical you are depends on how logic gets into your brain. So yeah, it makes a lot of sense. I I don't like feeling. Like, I know at some point, it reaches a point that you actually need, like, there's no point of need, right? Let's first get these things clear. There's no point of need, because if you find yourself needing, that's lack that has been put there by someone, probably because you probably wanted like to touch the bosom and someone like removed your hand. So now you feel the need to touch again. Like this is something that is not familiar. I'm not used to this. So let me try it again, and then you're like, oh shit, so this one exists for the second time, and they make sure that they repeat it for the second time, which is crazy. That's how they create dependency, right? That's why like when a little like kid or like a mammal animal, when it's like denied like the mama titi for the first time, it like comes back there, and now the mama knows that, okay, that one worked. So now the next time I will need her to work harder to eliminate this thing from this thing so that it doesn't depend on it as it does now, because it's like a new pathway that you put in life in someone's head. Now they can never think the same anymore. Like once you show them, okay, this is how it is. Okay, what is actually being not endured, what's actually happening in this. So now I can come like to this whole realization of everything that is there. But still, I don't even need like what is actually put in there. What I actually want is the thing that produces or that led to this occurrence of this particular object or particular situation, so that now I cannot come to comprehend it later as something that I needed, or something that was actually part of the growth or part of the procedure or the journey, because that's how it is mostly nowadays. Yeah, you just be okay. I need to get this thing right, right? Because yeah, yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, I need first to okay. The word need there should be cancelled, but you always need, right? Before like you are. So that's what I'm saying. Like you don't need it. Like just act fast, and then now everything now after that whole process makes sense. Now it just goes on, and now what? You're just left there cheering and doing everything after it all worked out. Yeah, everybody wants that. I mean, who doesn't want like everything best for them or anything that actually affects like how they are feeling in the moment? That now later probably they can now enjoy this whole paradigm that they created from this fucking misery first, or for what actually happened in this process. Now at least now you can see it's bearing fruits, so that one makes sense. Yeah, that's how it is now. Like, you don't need anything, but if you just genuinely put in the work every single time, I'm not saying every day, if like you pick a day, let's take like I always started it off like um doing that time I was doing like reaction videos, right? Like, but I was using purely AI. I was like use AI to generate the visuals, use AI to make the reaction avatar that which is a loop. But it was so crazy because every time I had like to save it to a preset, and I would go back depending on the context of the visuals. I put it as a reaction video to what it is or what that particular product is aimed at giving the feeling of. Because right now, like once you control the emotion of something, it shapes the whole perception of it. It's just like me wearing this blue thing here, right? You see it as professional, and now if I even tie that button up, it'd be like, shit, this guy's even more disciplined, right? Let me show you. If you think it's a joke, I mean, I even said it right now, so you'd be like, this guy is shit testing us and shit. But no, just saying is like, it's all in the brain. Like, you have to figure it out fast. You have to be so good at like looking at it and you being able like to dissect everything bit by bit. It's called chunks by chunks. You don't need like to take everything and now you have this other thing that you took to but you didn't finish doing it. So now you're saying, okay, now I'm a loser, I'll never finish anything. No, like this is just process that you have set, right? These are just stepping stones that help you reach this place that you are in right now. So now you just see it as, okay, that one I'll do it later. It's not going to pressure me because who's putting pressure on me? I mean, if I control my shit, I know how I'm going to control it best according to me without you there actually trying to come and poke at me and be like, hey, do this. I'm like, no, what do I need to do it for? Who do I need to do it for? Right? That's how it is most of the time. Yeah. So now it reaches a point you're like, this thing. First, I thought it made sense, but now I'm bored with it. I don't want to continue with it anymore. and you just leave it and you move on completely, and then you're like, shit, I didn't believe, man, I was in that situation right now. Shit, what if I continued? Nah, don't trust, don't be like, what if? Because now, if like you doubt yourself, like to the level that you reached that time, you never reach anyone at any other time. It's just, yeah, that's just it. I don't know, who's that? Is it my headphones? And I live alone every single day. Right? I mean, I have no person around me to make noise or anything. Just be these dry walls of concrete, probably flashing socket. What's the difference between a socket and a switch? I'm not talking about the socket of the leg. Okay, let me come here and Google this shit. What's the difference between a socket and a switch? What's the difference between a socket and a switch? Um, Next Geeka. That's the site. The site is Next Geeka. Right. Now we come here. Okay, I know in my own terms, what's the difference between a socket and a switch? A socket is something that you can connect something to it. It's a socket, a connecting thing. Okay, a switch and a socket. This is the socket, right? Yeah, this is a socket. Okay, switches. I'm not talking about the gun. Switches are components that make or break electrical circuits. You can use switches for making or breaking circuits manually or automatically based on your requirements. Switches mainly work with two mechanisms, on which opens the electrical circuit and off which closes the electrical circuit. However, you will learn about switches working process later in article on numerous circuit. Switches that acute different characteristics of the circuit. There are many types of switches available in the packet. Every type has abstraction, but toddler switches are widely used at home to give electricity to light fans and other devices. Oh, this is an electric switch, fans and other devices. Mercury or silent switches are also used at home to control the electricity or lighting. The oil switch has its live part immersed in oil that reduces hissing or arcing. I don't know what that is. As I said, I'm stupid. The aggregate of switching, also known as a circuit breaking tool, is usually installed in power stations or transformers. Once we hear transformers, you think of like blowing off because you are so used. It's like a trauma response. Okay, suppose your switch is not working correctly, then you must consult an electrician for relocation and repair service in Edmonton. An electrician will detect and solve this. What's the Edmonton? Oh, it's like they're promoting a company. Here, that's product placement is fire. You see, these are the things that you only notice, like, oh, they're not seeing it because of me. Yeah, that's it. These are the things that you only see when you are actually being told what they are. So let me just pull this thing so small here, like that. Yeah, this one is fire. Okay, let's go now to the sockets. An electrical socket, also known as an electrical outlet. Oh, an outlet. Oh, it makes sense now. It provides you like with whatever you need. Or wall socket is equipment that helps electrical appliances or equipments connect with electrical grid. The electrical grid is equivalent of like blah 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 blah. Now I assume that you've gained enough knowledge about it. Okay, let me read it. I don't know. An electrical socket, also known as an electric outlet or wall socket, is equipment that helps electrical appliances or equipments connect with electrical grid. The electrical grid is equipment that provides an alternative current to the electrical outlet or appliances. Now assume that you have gained enough knowledge about the basics of sockets and switches. You will learn how sockets and switches work below. This shit didn't give me like an image comparison. Image comparison of it. This is the basics now, right? Let's see. It's taking me where? To Facebook? Okay. Let's see what Facebook has to offer. What the fuck are these? Okay, this is my video on Facebook. You can go and like it. I mean, I'm still growing my FB page, if you think of it, right? And it's crazy. It's new. So now I can just come here because I know me. I hope there's nothing that I'm going to leak on stream, like so that you can take away my channel, my thing. I still start another one. So just come here at content, right? This is me also promoting myself. Go and follow me. FB, you will also enjoy some fire content. Look at this, bro. Who knew FB would get me views? I didn't even know that it would gain views on FB. Look at this. It even has 217 views. This is the reach. The views 216. Shit, it's a lot. Damn. That's a good job, though. Yeah, so we have learned this is a switch, not a socket. So, yeah. Now let's go to ball socket joint, right? This is something that I've experienced lately. It's called a ball socket joint. It's from Wikipedia. Bro, this that music is crazy. Look at this. Hip, shoulder, and oh, the hip. Oh shit. It can only move forward, not front. And the shoulder. Shoulder can rotate. Details of hip joint: femur, femoral neck, femoral head, acetabulum, acetabulum, labrum, pelvis. I mean, it makes a lot of sense though. Let me show you the rise of prostitution. You thought, yeah, this is the book that I was talking about now, right? It makes sense. There's a part that I'm going to use, right? I don't know if like the music from the background is affecting me or what. Latin prostituta. Let me see if the video is on. The video is always on so fast. Let me turn on the camera here, which makes a lot of sense. So yeah, this is what I was saying now. This one is called prostitution. Okay, several terms redirect here. Further uses: see prostitute, whore, harlot, strumpet, hookers. So now, for this one, I'm going to use the word harlot. Harlot sounds a bit posh, right? Even if you're called like harlot, you don't see it as a threat. Like, what's up, harlot? What's up, my harlot? You know, once you meet me, like, you must go on with something good, right? I don't know if YouTube will ban me for showing explicit content. Nah, it's not explicit. It's just something that is provided by the internet and shit, right? So it gives. I'm not going to do this whole thing here because it's stupid. I'm not going to show you. If you need, now I've shown you where to get this, right? Like the history of it. This is what I wanted to see, right? Almost there. Okay, this is Europe. Okay, amongst the oldest reliable references to prostitution comes from, okay, Middle Ages. Throughout the Middle Ages, okay, let's first start like how it all started. This is the history of prostitution. You can see I'm reading it from this article here. Is the main article. This is the history, right? I might, as I said, like this thing, I will read you the whole thing because again, as I said, I have so much time left here that we'll just sit here reading this whole thing until it makes sense, right? And that's how it is. I'll read you every single thing. So, yeah, as I said, I have nothing else to do, so this is what I'm doing now. And if you are triggered, like just log off, right? But now this one will be like a huge, good way of me describing it. So this one, the main article is the history of prostitution, right? It says Europe, but I don't know. This is ancient. Okay, let's see how the ancients looked at prostitution now. Now, reading this as a modern man, according to the ancient information of how all these things started, right? This information you might not find anywhere else, and it might be like a bit triggering to some of you. I don't know why, because you didn't accept the reality that you are in, or you're getting triggered. You're getting triggered by the tone of someone who is reading it out or voicing it out. It's supposed to be. Okay, let's come here at the ancient times. Okay, amongst the oldest reliable reference to prostitution in ancient Greece comes from the archaic era poet Anacreon. Okay, in his poem about, oh, he wrote it as a poem, sure, which represents horse by choice. The record prostitution in the classic period is better documented and includes references to both freeborn voluntary prostitutes, including high social status, heterae, as well as involuntary slave prostitutes. Male prostitutes also existed in ancient Greece. We move on. There was never a unified legal approach to prostitution in ancient Rome. In ancient Rome, prostitutes had low social status and were considered infamia. Under the reign of Emperor Caligula, a taxation of prostitution was implemented. So there was a taxation, okay? Mark that. Roman slave owners were able to include the Nesava prostitula covenant as part of slave sale contracts, which prohibited the slaves being forced to prostitute themselves by owners after being sold, right? So now it's like exhibited a law, right? Which the slaves were being forced to prostitute themselves, right? It's a bit tricky, like once you try to wrap your head around this. Okay, let's go on. Middle Ages. Throughout the Middle Ages, the definition of a prostitute has been ambiguous, with various secular and canonical organizations defining prostitution in constantly evolving terms. Even through medieval secular authorities created legislation to be phenomena of prostitution, they rarely attempted to define what a prostitute was because it was deemed unnecessary to specify exactly who fell into that specific category of a prostitute. The first known definition of a prostitute was found in Marseille 13th century status, which included a chapter entitled Demetricubus regarding prostitutes. The Marcellus designed prostitutes as public girls who day and night received two or more men in their house, and as a woman who did business trading their bodies, which confines of a brothel. A 14th century English tract, Fosculus Moran, states that the term prostitute term matrix is a document. What? Now, this one is too much history. Let me go to the most basic part. Okay, this is how it is. Oh, this one was the development of the brothels and shit. Yeah. So in the ancient days, it was considered slavery. In the Middle Ages, they evolved now because they imposed tax laws on those. So the prostitute gets some money in the ancient time. Now in the Middle times is when like get evolved. They built on brothels, right? Okay, let's go on here. Why I'm moving faster is because I already like read this shit, and now yeah, you can see even here it says like brothels were also used to protect prostitutes and their clients through various regulation, because already in the ancient time there were tax laws that were implemented, right? Again, remember in ancient time it said that the prostitutes, they were forced into that job because there were like the high end ones and the poor ones. So now they had to create a balance between them, but all they were all considered as prostitutes. Okay, let's come to the 16th present. By the end of the 15th, attitudes seem to have begun had to harden against prostitution. An outbreak of syphilis in Naples. Okay, so now the diseases after the sexually transmitted infection from the early. Okay, by the early blah 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 blah. Okay, define a prostitute was considered a whore who was available for the lust of many men and most closely associated with promiscuity. The church stance on prostitution was threefold: acceptance of prostitution as an inevitable social fact, condemnation of those profiting from those commerce, and encouragement for the prostitutes to repent. That's the church. So now the church came in the 16th century, right? Yeah, that's how it is. The church was forced to recognize its inability to remove prostitution from the worldly society, and 13th and the 14th century began to tolerate prostitution as a lesser evil. Right? Mark those words there. Began to tolerate prostitution as a lesser evil. However, prostitutes were to be excluded from the church as long as they practiced excluded. So if they practice, or if they were being them in the moment, the church rejected them. That's what this one means for those who don't understand English. I'm explaining here in simple terms, and I want this one to be so short that you don't need like to dwell much to understand the in depth of what it means, because I'm reading this one. It might be the first, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, the seventh, the 20th time, but I still like come and summarize each one of them, right? Because that's the main thing. Around the 12th century, the idea of prostitute saints took hold, with Mary Magdalene being. Mary Magdalene was a prostitute. What did they say in the Bible Mary Magdalene was? Okay, let me Google here who it was. Mary Magdalene was a woman who, according to the four canonical Gospels, traveled with Jesus as one of his followers and was a witness to his crucifixion and resurrection. Hey, Jesus used to love the hoes, right? So, man, don't be wrong. I mean, who you follow, right? Used to love them. So if I see someone hating them, this is not that space. Like you can log off, switch off your shit, go and die. Okay, but hey, right? I mean, someone put that programming into you and told you, oh, these are bad. But now you don't see like it's just a name. As I said, the name is bad, right? Because it's proven. You can see by how the name is keep on moving and changing by the time it goes, because now in the 16th century, now the church came in and now started protecting them, right? Which is a good thing. Yeah. So but remember, this shit started from the ancient time. So now, yeah, let's see. We are here. The church used Mary Magdalene biblical history of transformed, reborn, prostitute, repent, and there was simultaneously how spiritual simultaneously Religious houses were established with the purpose of providing asylum and encouragement of reformation of prostitution. Magdalene homes were particularly popular and peaked especially in the early 14th. Over the course of Middle Ages, popes and religious communities made various attempts to remove prostitution or reform prostitutes with varying success. Oh, churches are the one who came to remove the prostitutes. Yeah. With the advent of the Protestant Reformation, numbers of southern German towns closed their doors in an attempt to eradicate prostitution. Why did the prostitution affect it so much? In some periods, prostitutes had to distinguish themselves by particular signs, sometimes wearing very short hair or no hair at all, or wearing veils in societies where other women did not wear them. What are veils? A veil is an article or clothing or hanging cloth that is intended to cover some part of the head or face or an object of some significance. Oh, it's just a cloth. Yeah. Oh, like Christianity. Oh, okay. It's about one women did not read. Ancient courts regulated in this case the crime of and that dismantled her profession. In some cultures, prostitutes were the sole women allowed to sing in public or theatrical performance. In the 19th century, okay, this one was the 16th. This is the present. Okay, okay. I mean, this one makes no sense though. But with the okay, that one I see. In the 19th century, legalized prostitution became the center of public controversy as the British government passed the Contagious Diseases Act. Oh, so they passed it as an act. It wasn't something that actually was there. It is something that they put a law to it. Remember again, in the ancient time, they said they put tax laws to tax them, right? So now they put on more laws, more up and up as they were going, right? Legislation mandating pelvic examination for suspected prostitutes. They would remain in force until 1886. The French government, instead of trying to outlaw prostitution, began to view prostitution as a necessary evil for society to function. French politicians chose to regulate prostitution, introducing a moral brigade onto the streets of Paris. A similar situation did in fact exist in the Russian Empire. Prostitutes operating out of government sanctioned brothels were given yellow internal passports signifying their status and were subjected to weekly physical exams. I mean, this is a good shit that Russia put in there. I mean, Russia hoes are even like educated and shit. Damn, that's a main point. That's a hook. A major work, prostitution considered immoral and sexual happening. What is this? Prostitution considered in its moral, social, and sanitary aspect in London. Okay, it's just an article. Okay, London. It was published by William Acton in 1857, which estimated that the country of London had 80,000 prostitutes and that one house in 60 was serving as a brothel. That was back in 1857. Okay, Leo Tolstoy. Okay, the names don't matter here, but legal prostitution in the 19th century. Okay, the leading. Oh shit, what is this? Oh, right here. The leading Marxist theory opposed prostitution. They opposed prostitution. Why? Communist governments often attempted to repress the practical immediately after obtaining power. Oh, after they obtained power, the communist governments. Okay, although it always persisted, in most contemporary communist states, prostitution remained illegal but was nonetheless common. The economic decline brought about the collapse of the Soviet Union led to increased prostitution in many current and former communist countries. In 1956, oh, this was just the other day, the United Kingdom introduced the Sexual Offences Act. Offense? Oh, so now they deemed it as illegal. Act 1956. While this law did not criminalize the act, it did criminalize the act of prostitution in the UK itself. It prohibited such activities as running a brothel. Soli- Soliciting was made illegal by the Street Offence Act in 1959. These laws were partly repealed and altered by the Sexual Offence Act 2003 and the Policing and Criminal Act 2009. 2009. Since the breakup of the Soviet Union, thousands of Eastern European women ended up as prostitutes in China, Western Europe, Israel, and Turkey every year. Some enter the profession willingly. I need you to underline that willingly because that's what is written. Many are tricked, sourced, or coerced, right? Or kidnapped, and often experience captivity and violence. So this is what the host or their harlots should keep in mind, right? If you enter, okay, in simple English, it means if you decide to enter the profession willingly, if you decide to enter the profession, this is how you can enter it. You can enter it willingly, or probably you'll get tricked, coerced, or kidnapped while still you are doing your shit, and often experience captivity and violence. Okay, this is what they experience now often. There are tens of thousands of women from Eastern Europe and Asia working as prostitutes in Dubai. Men from Saudi and the United Arab, from Saudi Arabia and United Arab Emirates form a large proportion of the customers. Again, men from, of course, who are they selling to? Of course, they're selling to men. Middle East. Although historically it was suggested that people of the ancient Near East engaged in sacred prostitution based on their accounts of ancient Greek authors like Herodotus, the veracity and of these claims has been seriously questioned due to lack of collaborating evidence. So now there are the suggested people of the ancient Near East. These ones include the Egypt, the Elam, the ancient Anatolia, Asia Minor, the ancient Sun Caucasus, the many Armenian highlands, the ancient northern Arabia. I mean, yeah. In the Islam world, sex outside of marriage was normally acquired by men, not by paying for temporary sex from a free sex worker. Let me repeat that. I didn't even understand it myself. This one is in the Middle East. The story is for the Middle East, right? Everybody is getting a pie of this whole information. So just be quiet and be chill because I'm bringing you these stories straight. I mean, most of you don't laugh. Most of you like don't love reading. So I take this chance, right? I don't need anything from you. I feel good while learning, still in the process, and still being able to deliver this info as it comes straight from the bean. Drum rolls, man. Okay, listen. In the Islamic world, sex outside of marriage was normally acquired by men, not by paying for temporary sex from a free sex worker, but rather by professional sex slave called concubine, which was a sex slave trade that was still ongoing early in the 20th century. Okay, traditionally, prostitution in the Islamic world was historically practiced by the way of the pimp temporarily selling his slave to her client when then returned to the ownership of the slave after intercourse. The Islamic law formally prohibited prostitution. However, since Islamic law allowed a man to have sexual intercourse with his slave concubine, prostitute Prostitution was practiced by a pimp selling his female slave on the slave market to a client who returned his ownership on the pretext of discontent after having had intercourse with her, which was a legal and accepted method for prostitution in the Islamic world. So, let me see that phone. Wanted like to let me put the flashlight on because again this one is going to be a quick session. I'm trying as fast as possible to summarize this whole thing. Okay, according to Shia Muslims, Muhammad sanctioned fixed term marriage. Who is Muhammad? Muhammad was an Arab religious, military, and political leader and the founder of Islam. Right? Makes sense though. But I don't know why we near this thing. Let me first do this shit. I mean, let me first adjust the video and shit. Done. I have exactly 20 minutes. I have like 20 minutes like to wind this whole thing up. I don't know if it will reach like the 20 minutes or the 10 to 15, probably 5 even. Let me put the camera straight fast. Nice. So now we go on. So now this is just like the boring history of how this thing work, even in East Asia. Like you can read the whole thing, even in the American, right? So yeah, that's it. So now you can come here and look at let's pick a topic here, and now we go to this one was the history part. What about the survival sex, right? Survival sex is when the prostitute is driven to prostitution by a need for basic necessities such as food or shelter. Understandable. Drug addicts. Drug addiction is associated with increased odds of survival sex work. Homeless. Researchers estimate that of homeless youth in North America, 1 in 3 has engaged in survival sex. In study of homeless youth in LA, about 1/3 of females and half of males said that they engaged in refugees. Survival sex common in refugee camps. In internally displaced person camps in northern Uganda, just here, where 1.4 million civilians have been displaced by conflict between Ugandan government forces and militant or resistance and blah 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 blah. Survival accounts, okay. Illegal immigrants, okay. Caste, what is this? Castes. Oh, the one who are cast out. Elderly. Prostitution among the elderly in South Korea. Baruch ladies. Bashus. Okay, elderly female prostitute. Okay, forced prostitution. Okay, that's how we move. Use of children regarding the prostitution of children. Lord, and blah blah blah. You can read all these things. Sex care for the disabled. Okay, procurement methods, the streets. This now you're like, okay, read us the streets. Okay, I'm your host again. Bubba. Okay, like in street prostitution, the prostitute solicits customers while waiting or at street corners, sometimes called the trap, by pimps and prostitutes alike. They usually dressed in skimpy, provocative. Okay, they're just telling us what happens in the streets. Okay, they usually dress in skimpy, provocative clothing, regardless of the weather. In America, usage street prostitutes are often called street walkers, while their customers are referred to as tricks or johns, right? What's up, my johns? Oh, you are listening to this. Servicing the customers is described as turning tricks. Oh, turning tricks. Oh shit, I've heard a new term. I'll just be like, hey, what's up, man? Want us to like some tricks tonight? This moment, the sex is usually performed in the customer's car, in a nearby alley, or in rented room. Hotels that accommodate prostitutes common rent rooms by half or full hour. Okay, is how it is, blah blah blah. A lot lizard is commonly encountered special case of street prostitution. Lot lizards mainly serve those on the trucking industry at truck stops and stop centers. Prostitutes often prostitution trackers using a CB radio from a vehicle parked in the non-commercial section at the stop parking lot, communicating through calls based on commercial driving slang. Then join the driver in his truck. Shit, they have a language for it. These are trucks. A truck driver is a person who earns a living as a driver of a truck, which is commonly defined as a large goods vehicle (LGV) or heavy goods vehicle (HGV) using CB radio. Citizen band radio is the land mobile radio system, a system allowing short distance one many. Okay, window prostitution. Oh, this is a place where I saw it. It's in Netherlands. Okay, let me just read here. Let me read here. Window prostitution is a form of prostitution that is fairly common in the Netherlands and surrounding countries. The prostitute rents a window plus workspace of a window operator for a certain period of time, often per day or part of a day. The prostitute is also independent and recruits her own customers and negotiates the price and the services to be provided. What are brothels? Brothels are establishments significantly dictated to prostitution, often confined to special red light districts in big cities. Other names for brothels include Badelo, where Warhouse, Cat House, Knocking Shop, and General Houses. Prostitution also occurs in some massage parlors and in Asian countries in some barber shops, where sexual service may be offered as a secondary function for the premises. Escorts. Escort service. What? You didn't expect this? Escort services may be distinguished from prostitution or other forms of prostitution in that sexual activities are often not explicitly advertised as necessarily included in those services. Rather, payment is often noted as being for an escort time and companionship only, although there is often an implicit assumption that sexual activities are expected. In escort prostitution, the act takes place in the customer's residence or hotel room, referred to as outcall. Okay, let me repeat that. In escort prostitution, the act takes place at the customer's residence or hotel room, referred to as outcall, or at the escort residence or in an hotel room rented for the occasion by the escort, called in call. The prostitute may be independent or working under the auspices as an escort agency. Services may be advertised over the internet or in regional publications or in local telephone listings. Use of the internet by prostitutes and customers is common. A prostitute may use adult boards or create a website of their own with contact details such as email addresses. Adults contact sites, chats, and online communities also use This is in turn has brought increased scrutiny from law enforcement, public officials, and other activist groups towards online prostitution. In 2009, Craigslist came under fire for its role in facilitating online prostitution and was sued by some 40 US state attorney general, local prosecutors, and law enforcement officials. What's a Craigslist? Craigslist is a privately held American company operating a classified advertisements website with section devoted to jobs, housing, sales, items. Oh, it's a marketing place. Okay. Reviews of reviews of the services of individual prostitutes can be often be found at various escorts reviewed boards. So it's like a rating place too. You can rate how the after the service was because everybody needs a good time at the end of the day. So these online forums are also used to trade information between potential clients and also by prostitutes to advertise the various services available. Sex workers, in turn, often use online forums in their own exchange information with clients, particularly to warn others about dangerous clients. Okay, so they also take care of the client to like if you go there and you have like no idea of what you're going to do, like they will lead you through the process. It's like an education system, right? You can't venture into the business if you don't have the information first. So that's the work of the prostitutes. Remember, it started all in the Asian days, and remember now this is actually the 16th century or what, like the modern day nowadays. So the information from the ancient days like to this time they've gained all through, and before you enter there like, you have every information of what you need. And the best thing that they do right now according to the article is they make sure first that the office is clean. That means everything is systematic and agreed upon to willingly, right? That's how it is. So now you have like to get through this. And also as it said here, this thing is licensed, right? They pay taxes according to the tax act. How? Probably by, not probably, as said here, like they have rooms, right? They have clients, they have everybody. It's like a whole business, right? The only thing that is missing, but they have it, is licensing, which in that turn they license their bodies, right? How? By eating food, by doing this, making sure like it's like life insurance, right? There are types of insurance. You can like insure your property, insure your car, insure your this. But now them they insure their bodies, which is the perfect sense because they don't need to insure anything because they are the business, right? So now it makes a lot of sense because if like you don't take care of your business, you don't take care of your customers, you don't take care of anything. So if you're not taking care of your business, close it, go back home, do anything, think about your life. Once you have like now decided to take care of yourself and your business, now you can come back into the industry and pursue whatever you are doing with the acquired information that you have gained over the time. So it makes a lot of sense, though. That's how it's supposed to be most of the time. And this information is not for the children behind or below the age of motherfucking 18 years. And that's the legal government age, right? Yeah. So virtual sex. Oh shit, this is now the internet era. Now we are getting into virtual sex. That is virtual sex. Okay, let me just read. Virtual sex is the sexual activities where two or more people gather together where some of communication equipment to arouse each other, often by means of transmitting sexually explicit messages. Virtual sex describes the phenomenon, no matter the communication equipment used. It's crazy. I don't need to do that because probably everybody is a pro at this. That's why I don't like touching on the topic of sex because everybody knows everything about sex. So for that one, we are going to pass on here, right? Yeah, so now if you need any information, you can just come here and look it up because everything here is just provides you with the right information that is needed for what whatever reason or for whatever thing that you need, yeah. So now we can look at the psychological issues, right? Yeah, that's how it is. Like, so the term psychological issues here, the main thing that they are saying is shame, right? Because remember, I said it's the name that triggers the thing, not actually what happens after, not the benefits, not everything, it's just the shame. And that one is said here perfectly on the article. So now, if you don't feel shame, you are good, right? If you don't self-hate, you are good. If you don't feel worthlessness, because now what are you feeling worthlessness of? I mean, you enjoy it, why not enjoy it more, right? It's like an addiction. It triggers like your dopamine in the brain, just like how it is nowadays. If today, like, you say, okay, let me drink water in like 1 hour's time, and then you just drink water, and now in another hour's time you just feel like drinking more water, and you drink more water, right? That's how it is. It's basic in everybody. It's just like breathing air. You're not going to say, okay, in this last hour, like I took 20 breaths of air now. So the next one I'll not breathe much. No, like it's just life, like living, exploring different flavors, because you'll never know which one suits you the best. You might get hooked to some, but careful on the information that I'm giving. This is misleading information if you are stupid, of course, right? Yeah, so now that's what I was saying. I was so hooked out finding this whole information, so that yeah, on the internet archives, like the information was not there, but for this was prostitution. That all covers the sex industry. If you need to research on the topic, it's on Wikipedia under the title prostitution. So yeah, that's it. Oh shit, I just sneezed into the mic, right? So yeah, for all my hookers out there, for the hooking purposes, like, yeah, just stay safe out there. Nah, don't stay safe. Like, you do you. Who knows what's safe? I can't even explain to you like what safe looks or feels like, but it makes a lot of sense to. So now, without information given there, now you can go out and experiment on whatever one or whatever thing you want to do, because this is your life. Like, you get to choose your choices, you get to choose everything that you want. But now for this case, I think I'm going, not even I think, I know, like, that was a quick session that I did there. So like, for the info that I've provided there, like, you need like to get everything right first before you engage. It's called getting the information first. That was what this topic was about, because you can come just back to these videos, you can cycle it back if there's something you missed, or you can go directly and research it yourself and read it yourself, because this one I was just reading loudly, leaving out some topics so that you can be curious and go on. This video was not promoted by Wikipedia, so this is not my sponsor. So yeah, if you want to send something, my number is pinned somewhere there, you'll see it, but I can say it back: 0792403785. 0792403785. If you will need anything, if you need like to confirm my M-Pesa name, if you need to the name comes that comes or pops out as the M-Pesa, you can do that. I know it sounds like I'm on radio sound, right? Yeah, but that's just the basics, right? Like, you can research as many topics as you want. I don't know why I just thought of that, but it's something probably because that I was wanting to do it for so much time, so I just did it for the moment, of course, because there is nothing that is left to be done actually in this world when you have done like everything that is needed to be done, and now you just need like to lay off or read books, do these things on your own. Probably me reading that, I've actually enhanced my vocabulary, right? At least now I know how and intonation and where to put pauses when I'm reading these things. So it comes and makes a lot of sense to not only to me but to my vocal cords. So yeah.